The night Marco DeLuca finally saw his maid, she had flour on her cheek and fear in her eyes. She thought he was about to fire her. He thought he was about to say thank you to someone for the first time in a long time. The penthouse was almost silent. Far below, the American city glowed with late-night traffic and neon signs. Inside, the only light was in the kitchen, warm and bright against the glass and steel of the rest of his world. Haley Brooks stood at the stove, stirring a pot of tomato sauce. Her brown hair with bangs was pulled into a messy bun, a few strands sticking to her flushed cheeks. The black maid uniform hugged her soft curves, reminding her of every comment she had ever heard about her body. She kept her shoulders slightly rounded, as if she could disappear into herself. She checked the pasta, tasted the sauce, and smiled a little. "It's for you, okay?" she whispered to the pot, embarrassed by her own habit. "Don't be too salty this time." She reached for a small glass jar on the counter and added a pinch of her secret mix of cheese and herbs, her grandmother's recipe, her private ritual. She didn't know Marco was watching from the doorway. He had come home later than usual, jacket over his arm, tie loose, gun already locked away in the safe by the elevator. Meetings were over, deals done, enemies kept at a careful distance. He expected the same thing he always found at that hour, an empty living room, a plate covered in foil, and silence. Instead, he found Haley. For months, she had been a soft shape in his periphery, the maid who kept his shirt sharp, his schedule on the fridge, his kitchen stocked. He knew her name. He knew she made fresh pasta instead of using the boxed brand his assistant bought. But tonight his eyes refused to slide past her. He watched her move, humming under her breath. She was not small, not fragile, not the type of woman he usually saw at charity events and club lounges. She was full and warm, her body filling the uniform in ways that made his chest tight for reasons he did not understand yet. He liked the way she tasted the food and smiled to herself, like it mattered. He stepped forward. The floor under his shoes made a soft sound. Haley jumped, spinning around, almost dropping the spoon. Her eyes went wide. "Mr. DeLuca," she gasped. I didn't hear you come in. I'm sorry, the kitchen is a mess. I was just finishing your dinner. I'll get out of your way." She grabbed a cloth, wiping the counter in panicked circles that only spread the flour around. "Stop," he said. The word came out more gentle than he expected. She froze. Marco stepped into the light. His white shirt sleeves were rolled up to his forearms, his dark hair slightly messy from the long day. The usual cold mask on his face was still there, but softer. His gaze dropped to the small jar on the counter. "What is that?" he asked. Haley followed his eyes. Her stomach nodded. "Oh, that's just nothing. Just something I add sometimes. I can stop if you don't like it." "How long have you been using it?" She swallowed. "Since my second week here. That was over a year ago." "Yes, sir." He picked up the jar, inspected the contents. "What is it exactly?" "Grated cheese, herbs, garlic," she said, twisting her fingers in her apron. "My grandmother used to make it. She said it made people feel taken care of. I know it's silly. I just thought, your food should taste like someone thought about you." She stared at the floor after she said it, cheeks burning. Marco's jaw flexed. No one talked like that to him. People talked about profit, roots, shipments, respect. Not about his food or whether he felt cared for. He put the jar down carefully. "And you do this every time I eat at home?" "Almost," she said quietly. "If I know you're coming back late, I try to make something fresh." He watched her for a few seconds without speaking. Haley felt heat climb up her neck. Every insecurity screamed in her head at once. He must think she was pathetic, desperate, weird. A chubby maid acting like some kind of wife. "I'm sorry if that's out of line." She rushed out. "It's not in the contract. If you want, I'll go back to the regular recipe and—" "Haley," he interrupted. The way he said her name made her look up. His voice was low, steady, with that authority that made men twice his size listen. But he didn't sound angry. "Put 2 plates on the table," he said. "You're going to eat with me." She blinked. "With you?" "Yes." I can eat later, she said quickly. You must be tired. You need quiet. I'll just serve and... Haley. His gaze held hers. I eat alone in this place almost every night. I am tired of it. Sit down and eat something you made. Her heart raced. No one like him had ever asked her to sit at their table. Her brain went through every reason to refuse. Her uniform pulling at the sides, her thighs not fitting in the chair, the way people's eyes sometimes slid over her with boredom or pity. She bit her lip. Are you sure? Yes. He said it like a decision, not a question. Haley turned away so he wouldn't see the shine in her eyes. She served 2 plates, hands shaking slightly. The pasta slid into the white dishes, steam curling up around her face. When she placed his plate on the small table by the window, she wanted to run to her little room and eat standing up like always. Instead, she set the second plate across from his and forced herself into the chair, trying to sit small. Marco watched her, noting everything, how she tucked her bangs behind her ear, how she held her fork like she had been taught to be polite, even when she felt out of place, how she kept pulling at the front of her uniform like she wanted to hide her stomach. He took a bite of pasta. She stared at him, waiting for a verdict. The sauce is different tonight, he said. Her heart dropped. I'm sorry, I can redo it. I know you like it a certain way, I shouldn't have. It is better, he said simply. Her words died. Better? She repeated. Yes. He took another bite. Eat, Haley. She lifted her fork, her wrist brushing the edge of his plate for a second. A tiny contact, but it sent a strange awareness running up her arm. She tried to ignore it and tasted her own food. It was good, familiar, but sharing it with him made it feel new. You like cooking, he said after a moment. She nodded. I do. You could be a chef in a restaurant. I tried, she said, giving a short, humorless laugh. A small Italian place. The chef shouted all the time. The owner told me I took up too much space in the kitchen and customers preferred to see someone thinner at the counter. Marco felt ice slide into his veins. He said that? Yes. She poked at her pasta. I believed him. I always kind of believed people like him, so I left. I needed a job, found this one, and she lifted a shoulder. It's fine. That man is an idiot, Marco said. The words came out sharp. She blinked in surprise. It's okay, Mr. DeLuca. I know I'm not... She stopped herself before she said pretty. I know I'm not like the girls you probably know. What girls do you think I know? He asked. Perfect ones, she said softly. The ones that fit in expensive dresses. The ones who take pictures by the pool and don't worry about breaking a chair. She tried to make it a joke at the end, but it hurt even as she said it. Marco frowned. Has anyone ever told you what you should expect from people? She shrugged. Not much. I'm here to work. I clean, I cook, I keep things quiet. That's enough. Do you ever want more than enough? He asked. Her eyes met his. For a second, something raw showed there. It doesn't matter what I want, she said. Some things aren't for people like me. He didn't like that answer. He didn't like that she seemed so sure. Before he could decide what to say, the intercom on the wall buzzed. His jaw tightened. The other life. The one with codes and threats and names he never said in front of her. Stay here, he said, putting his fork down and standing. Haley watched him cross the kitchen with calm, controlled steps. He pressed the button. Yeah? He said. Ryan's voice came through, slightly distorted. The black sedan was back, parked across the street for 20 minutes. Same guy as this afternoon. Marco's eyes narrowed. License plate? Already checked. Fake. We're on it. Just wanted you to know you were not imagining it. Marco glanced at Haley. She sat rigid in her chair, fork frozen halfway to her mouth. Keep a man at the entrance all night, Marco said. Discreet. No one else walks up without being checked. Consider it done, Ryan replied. Sleep if you can, boss. The line clicked off. Marco returned to the table. Haley tried to pretend she hadn't heard much, but she was a bad liar. Is everything okay? She asked. It will be, he said. If it's about the black car, I saw it too, she said quietly. He paused. You did? She nodded, eyes serious now. This afternoon when I went out to buy tomatoes, it was parked on the corner. The man inside pretended to read a newspaper, but the pages never moved. I didn't like the way he watched the building. I came back faster than usual. You didn't tell anyone, he said. I thought it was nothing. She admitted. I'm just the maid. You are the person who lives here. He corrected. Next time you tell Ryan or me immediately, you understand? She swallowed. Yes, sir. Something in his tone made her feel important, included. It was strange. He picked up his fork again, but didn't eat right away. He looked at her, really looked, and realized something else. She was the only person who saw both sides of his life. She saw his shirts before the meetings and his face after them. She saw the dishes he liked and the ones he barely touched. She saw when he was late, when he was early, when he was quieter than usual. She saw him all the time, and he had never truly looked back. That realization unsettled him.